A grandfather howls when he sees that he's left his toddler grandson in a hot car for 9 hours. 1060 crimes. May 2014, Trinidad. 56-year-old Jericho Cujo gets a call that he's needed urgently in work. He had only been promoted to electrical supervisor the day before. His 17-month-old grandson is strapped into his car seat on the back seat of his car. Jericho is supposed to drop him off at his aunt's, as he did every morning. But with the emergency call from work and shouldering his new responsibilities as supervisor, he forgets his grandson secured to the back seat. At 7:30 a.m., he pulls into his workplace, Petritrin, in Clark Road, Pinal, and rushes inside. At 4:30 p.m., he comes back to his car and a life-shattering reality. Temperatures inside the car had risen as high as 55 degrees Celsius. To put that into perspective, a scorcher in Trinidad is 35 degrees Celsius. Temperatures inside the locked car had gone 20 degrees higher than this. Hypothermia due to extreme heat was the cause of death for little Jaden Cujo. Jericho howled and begged for forgiveness. Jaden's parents were inconsolable. Even the detectives were brought to tears. Jaden's grandfather would be charged with manslaughter. Forgotten baby syndrome happens more often than we think. And research is showing that it can happen to anyone and doesn't necessarily mean the person was a negligent parent or caregiver, as it can be circumstance-based. Stress, sleep deprivation, or change in routine can be factors that significantly increase the likelihood. One of the first things to remember is to not get complacent and think you could never make such a mistake. You can also place an item that you will absolutely need on the back seat, so you won't get out of the car without looking in the back. You can also use visual aids, like putting the baby's bag or an item of clothing in the front seat with you to help you remember. If you have a baby, or even an elderly or differently abled person, I would recommend checking out some resources online and sharing them with the family to help those at risk of becoming a victim of such a mistake and those that would have to live with the burden of making such a mistake. It takes a village, so let's do our best to keep those children safe. 1060 crimes, small Caribbean, big crime.